but it worked out well for him.
Yep, so now we're going to go right into game number 3. It's going to be on Moonlight Madness. So, I mean, this is this is the position we often find ourselves in with these two players, is going to a match point.
So, winner takes game 1, Spyderslayer takes game 2. I mean, the second game was definitely a lot closer than the first game, in my opinion. What do you think is going to happen in this next game?
Let me get these players invited here real quick, and then I'll comment.
All right.
What do I think is going to happen in game number 3? Spyderslayer has said in the past that there's been times where he's lost kind of bad in a match point because he's done like a 10 pool or something a little bit on the cheesy side, and he's pretty much always said that he's regretted that. That's never really worked out well for him. So honestly, I expect out of this game for him to do a little bit more of the same, but maybe do a little bit more scouting and go for like a couple hatcheries, maybe 2-3 hatcheries a little bit sooner, and maybe try and get ahead of Winner and play the long game with him.
So what do you think Winner's going to do?
I think Winner's going to maybe go for some roaches this time.
Okay. Well, those are your predictions. It looks like the players are ready, and we are ready. And
I know Winner really likes his roaches in ZVZ, and we haven't seen any yet in this match. It's been
we haven't seen any really from him today at all.
When he was playing against the other guy, that I can't remember the name. The first one. Anyway, in the upper right-hand corner, going into game number 3, tied 1-1. It is the purple Zerg, Winter. That purple looks really nice on this map.
And in the bottom left-hand corner, in the yellow carapace, playing some mind games to even up the score, it is Spyderslayer.
1-1 Gallegation. So we've made our predictions. I'm expecting a little bit more econ expansion from Spyderslayer and maybe some roaches from Winter. What are you thinking?
You know, I think that Winter's going to play the same game that he's been playing. I think that in his mind, the only reason why he lost that last game, oh my goodness, there's a drone heading across the map for Spyderslayer. The only reason why he lost that last game is because he fell for the tech switch that Spyderslayer was baiting.
You know what? I just thought of something. We have seen Spyderslayer do it in the past where he comes and puts a proxy hatch down.
Yeah, I mean, that drone coming across the map is what I'm thinking is going to happen.
Nope. No, I'm not going to do it. It's pipe dream. He has been successful with that. Oh, is he going to put it? No, he's not. He has been successful with that in the past. He's also been unsuccessful. So, you know, obviously it's a risky thing. Maybe he's trying to make Winter think that he has a spawn pool down, since he's kind of hanging out on the edge of the creep there, as if he's going to be putting down a spine crawler.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what his end game here is with this. It seems clear that he isn't really intending to do anything serious with it.
Phase 1 prediction correct. Hatch first for Spyderslayer.
And now just running back. So I guess honestly, he just wanted that early scout.
The way that he was hanging the drone in the outer edges of this creep here, I really think he was just trying to fake Winter into thinking that he had like an early spawn pool and was going to put down a spine crawler and do some kind of early lings, because he has done that. Yeah. We've seen that numerous times in the past, especially 2013. That was something he did, and I mean he's regretted it ever since, obviously. But you know, going into game number 3, it's not unheard of for Spyderslayer to do something a bit cheesy, so that would definitely make Winter maybe think twice.
Well, if nothing else, it forced the spawn pool to come down prior to the natural, but now Winter's getting the OVN, and he's going to be seeing that there's really no cause for alarm as the spawning pool is just now finishing up.
Hashtag mind games. Spawn pool is now finishing up for Spyderslayer, so he's going to be bringing out the queen. As well as his natural expansion is finished as well, so he will be able to get a little bit ahead in the econ game this time if he plays it a little bit cool here.
Winter didn't really make that many Zerg. I mean, he only made a couple, and is sending them across now. I don't know that they're actually going to be successful in getting a whole lot done, but if they could pick this one, does manage to plant that gas just to save the drone, because he knew the Lings were a little bit behind there.
Ling's running around just trying to get Scout off, not really going to try and get much done. Queen does pop in almost both locations, so Queen is going to be able to pinch off these Zerglings here.
And Winter was able to scout that metabolic boost, put it down for himself as soon as he saw it.
Man, that Ling is still hanging on. He's coming back in for another pass to see what's up, but he's not really going to see much, just the same spawn pool. Ling speed did go down. I believe he saw that, but that's not too unexpected at this point. Metabolic boost at about the same spot for Winter. Baneling Nest coming down as well, so again, we're kind of seeing this, seeing a little bit of mirrored play here. The big timing so far has been, when does Winter go for the layer, and what's he going to go into after that?
Yeah, I mean, both of these drone counts are very similar. Kind of just flip-flopping around each other as their production of drones is off each other's timing. Obviously, they're not the same, so... but I mean, equal enough that it's not really making much of a difference.
The one thing Spyderslayer hasn't really had is he hasn't had any Lings just kind of ready at Winter's base when Metabolic Boost is finished in any of these games, which is something he often does. Now a bunch of Lings popping here. Also a lot of drones. Looking at the drone count currently, it's 32 to 33, so looking pretty even. Winter coming out, he's going to be making some Banelings, which is going to be smart here. Now, Spyderslayer can get in here. He could cancel out these Banelings, which would be absolutely huge. Just needs to get in there or just run right past.
Yeah, I mean, he really wants to. He didn't know when those things got started. He does not want to risk losing all of those to trying to kill a couple of the.
That was a nice move there by Spyderslayer, just kind of separating one Ling back. I'm not sure what he was doing there, though. He went through, didn't really get a scout, so maybe going back through to see what he can see. Sees no layer, just kind of sees a basic tech here. Now looking at production, it is going to be a lot of Zerglings coming out for Winter. Now Winter going to be making a push with Banelings in the base of Spyderslayer. Nice hit there, but doesn't quite take out all the Banelings. It's looking like a lot of units for Winter going to be scrolling on in here.
I think Spyderslayer made a miscalculation and tried to drone a little too hard here, and Winter is pushing hard. Spyderslayer is trying to get these spine crawlers to finish.
Banelings.
Oh my goodness, Banelings are coming around and they're crashing on these spine crawlers. Those are going down. Banelings moving in. I mean, this is just not looking good for Spyderslayer.
Banelings coming into the main base, and they all kind of crashed on the hatchery. That may have been a mistake, but nonetheless, Winter is definitely getting the work done out here. All the drones have been cleaned out at the natural expansion. Baneling walking up the ramp does take out 2 more Zerglings, as well as the units continue to stream across the map for Winter.
And Winter is making nothing but Zerglings, and Spyderslayer has switched to do the same, but he is at a heavy drone deficit, just trying to hang on here as Zerglings continue to be in his base.
I mean, you kind of called it. The Winter was going to do the same thing, and this has been right up his alley so far today. Lots of Lings and lots of Banelings, and pretty much every ZVZ we've seen.
Well, I mean, he exploded out here with a lot of aggression. He's stopped producing any economy whatsoever. He's just really trying to finish this off. He does not want to lose this game, and it looks like he is in good position to do just that.
Yeah, well, with this, Spyderslayer most likely going to be bouncing down into the loser bracket, but is not out yet. So this is going to be a continuation of pretty much every tournament we've seen so far. Winter has taken him out in the winner's bracket, and they've usually ended up meeting again in the loser bracket, but that would mean that Winter has to lose first, and so far we've seen him only drop 1 map, and that's the Spyderslayer.
Yeah, in that last game, but we'll see. I mean, you know, the last time that they met in the losers bracket, it was because Desro moved Winter there, and so we'll see who, if anybody, can rise to the challenge to do that in this year.
Yeah, there's still a lot of talent here today, and that's going to be GG. Well played. Yep. So good games by both of our participants, Winter and Spyderslayer. Spyderslayer, as we mentioned, will be bouncing down to the lower bracket, but he is not out yet. Winter will continue on. If you type !brackets in the chat, you will get a link to the bracket if you want to check out how it's progressing. We're going to corral our players here for an interview, and then we will get an update on what the next match will be that we'll have for you here.
Stick around.